In this generation, humanity has reached a point where communication is so easy. We can connect with others in seconds through social media and many other platforms. But at the same time, we're also lonely. Because even if we can connect each other, even if we can communicate and ask for help or anything, instead of helping each other, we just hate on a lot of things. We have a lot of envy in us, and I don't know, people are just so selfish nowadays. Like, you could be lonely, you could feel bad, and nobody would care. Why would they care? They only care about themselves. I mean, that's pretty much how the lifestyle turned out today. Why did we turn into this? Back then, when it was hard and we could barely communicate, we were so nice to each other. If we did have the chance to communicate, we would have had the best experience ever. Now it's bad. Even though we can communicate right now, I could right now send a message to my friend. Now, of course, my friends are nice to me. Usually that's how it is. But why is it that when a stranger, for example, from another country asks for directions, usually people either judge them, either don't tell, either ignore? I mean, yeah, some people do say the coordinates, but still, why are we so rude to others? Like, why are we not becoming together a strong society? Why are we making this world worse? We're getting so many good features that this world needed for such a long time, and we're kind of wasting them. We've spent so much time making them just so we don't use them. I don't understand how this works, because it's just weird. If I feel bad, who else will care than my friends? And I don't even have a lot of friends, and it's okay to not have a lot of friends. It's better to have one or two friends that are really trustworthy, really care about you, and are always there for you, than having 100 friends that don't care about you. Because in the end of the day, popularity isn't that important. Some people do crave popularity, even though they don't admit it. I never did crave it, but I mean, I'm still not popular, and I don't want to be. I like much more the reserve type. But you don't have to be like me. Like, just to be a normal and appreciative person doesn't mean you need to be a reserve type like me. You could be more extroverted. I don't have a problem with that. Nobody has a problem with that. The idea that I'm trying here to say is that we need to be nicer. It's probably like the last video that I've talked about, where I've talked about friendships right now. This subject is something similar, but right now I'm trying to reflect the loneliness and that people don't care. They simply just don't care, and it's really sad, really, really sad. But we could be the change. We can be the change. But because this is a different subject, I want to say that you should be nicer. As I said before, you should be nicer, but your friends right now, are you sure they are on a really healthy mental state? Because if you're not sure, you can always check on them. I'm telling you, it's the best thing to do. And wait, what if they don't open up? They will. I'm telling you, they will. All you gotta do is just persist. But you can easily find out if a person is stably mental or not by simply seeing their actions. So pay attention to them. Actually pay attention to them. Because the truth will be revealed. It will always be revealed no matter what. If you do what you need to do, it will be revealed. And it's funny how these two subjects, loneliness and friendships, are really similar, you know? But here's the thing, there are some differences. Like, this is a new thing right now, the main character syndrome. And when I say this, is that social media is making us prioritize ourselves more than others. It makes us only like each other, not others. For example, a delivery app. Why do we have them? Oh, you know, like if you If you feel like staying home and don't want to go and get food outside, you get it from inside, right? Yeah, that's the idea. But the actual thing in the back of the scenes is that they're trying to make us less communicate with the people. They just like bring the food to our home so we don't have to go outside, which this is also making us go towards the fact that we're making the digital world our new world. Like, imagine that the outside world might not be here anymore. Like, that is terrifying, isn't it? And besides this, social media also makes us hate each other, as I said, and this discourages us. This makes us hate others, and they're trying to make us hate each other so much that we don't even want to have friends, and we only like ourselves. And then they can profit from ourselves with money. For example, having the best phone, having the best shoes. And there's another thing. Once you get that point of actual loneliness, it's even harder to escape. Because when you stay on social media, it makes the points of view that cause you anger, like for example insecurities or I don't know, other things that make you angry, they try to activate that in you, so then you're more lonely. And after that, simple conversations with a barista, with someone from a coffee shop, or just asking someone for directions in a new city seems as hard as giving a speech to millions of people in front of you. Even though it's not that deep, it is that deep in that point. So as a conclusion, try not to be fully lonely. Yes, it's okay to be a much more shy person. There's nothing wrong with that. Is that even like that, try to have a friend or two, a close one, or try to focus only on close friends. And on those close friends, I want you to actually pay attention to them and help them in life, because that's why they are your friends. You need to help them and they need to help you, because you can't just help them and they wouldn't do anything for you. You know what I'm saying? Pay attention to what you see, because on social media, everything can trigger you. You don't have any idea how easily it can be triggered. And the last thing I want to say is that I want to hear your opinions in the comment section.